Hi there, my lovies. Welcome back to Crazy But Not Dangerous. I'm Shorty Vaughn, and thanks for joining me in the kitchen today. My house here in Glendale, Arizona. Welcome, welcome, yay, hooray. What are we going to do today? Just some around the kitchen happenings. Just going to get a few things prepped up so that we have a great week ahead. I can get behind that. Just a few simple things can make your life so much easier, and we're doing a few extravagances. So let's get down to it. Yay, hooray. So I have 3 mason jars here. Just simple jelly jars, that kind of thing. I also have 3 Greek open nature yogurts. There's absolutely nothing wrong with these, but we are coming up on the Best Buy date, so we need to move these on along PDQ. I've got a raspberry, a lemon, and a strawberry. Each one of our favorites. The lemon is my favorite, but I'm just going to go ahead and transfer this into this mason jar. I bought these, well, I didn't buy them. They were a free item a couple of weeks ago, and when I brought them home, everybody was super excited about them. I had 6. They ate 1 each, and then they've just kind of been parked in my refrigerator, not doing a whole lot. And I hate waste, so I am going to special these up so we can move them right on along and get them going. Yogurt's great for you. It's a nice probiotic. Yeah, plenty of protein in there and super yummy and delicious. Okay, so I'm just spooning in my yogurt. Yippee skippy. And now I have some mixed berries that I thawed from the freezer. And I'm going to go ahead and just pop those right on top. This is one of my lemon yogurts. And I think lemon and blueberries go together so well. The sweetness of the blueberries, the tang of that lemon, yay, hooray, yippee, skippy. So I've got about 5 ounces of the yogurt. That's a serving size. About 1 ounce of the mixed berries. And now I'm going to go ahead and just spoon a little bit of this granola over top. For me, about 2 tablespoons will do it. Just a little bit of crunch, that little bit of fiber, and I think that looks terrific. That's going to look super yummy and delicious, super appealing in my refrigerator. Yeah, these are going to go fast, and they're going to be looking for more. Let's do one more. Strawberry. This one's for baby sister. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and give it a good stir up. Especially if it has fruit already kind of on the bottom. Yeah, go ahead and stir that all in together. And there we go. This works best and is most economical, like from a giant tub, from one of the bulk tubs. But these were free. So these are the most economical for me. But I still don't want to waste them, even if they were free. That's just bad. Bad juju. All right, there we go. A little bit more. All right. A little bit of fruit on top. This one's for baby sister, so I'll give her a little bit more fruit. But I don't want to give her all of the liquids at the bottom because I don't want the yogurt to get too runny. Now, I know that she does not prefer the granola on top. Not a granola fan. She's not crunchy granola. So I will just make sure that she gets this delicious one made to order just for her, no granola. So I've got mine and Andrew's. We're in like Flynn. Gonna put some lids on these, pop them in the refrigerator. That is one day of quick, easy breakfast. They can just grab that and get on with it. Yay, hooray. All right, whether you are using canned fruit, fresh fruit, fruit from the freezer, maybe you have a jar of some delicious strawberry preserves and you just want to zip up your plain Greek yogurt, your vanilla, what flavors you might have. If your yogurt's getting old and you're a little bit tired and bored of it, yeah, just make these really cute yogurt parfaits. These look so appealing and yummy in the refrigerator. They are hard to resist. And sometimes, yeah, if I have a little craving for a sweet treat, I can grab one of these and know that it's better for me than, you know, going over to the McDonald's and getting a double gut bomb with cheese or one of those McFlurries. Yeah, not gonna do it. Not gonna stick to my diet. All right, I'm gonna pop these in the refrigerator. We're gonna go ahead and make some more things. Yay, hooray. So I got this great box of cereal. This is one of Melissa and Andrew's favorites. Oats with honey and more, and it's got oat clusters and nuts and all the things. Anyhow, this box is pretty smushed, and so I got it 50% off. Yay, hooray. You know, I love that. This is the size of one of my serving bowls, and it's quite large. I don't know if it comes across on the screen, but it is about 4 of my handfuls. So it is quite substantial. Andrew will take this bowl and fill it all the way up to the top and then almost overflow it with the milk to the point where he's got to eat a little bit before he goes to the table or goes to, you know, doom scroll in his chair. So this is a very large portion. It's actually probably almost 4 portions of cereal. A serving size, according to this box, is 1 cup of cereal. So I do not encourage him to eat out of this because he can finish a box of cereal in 2 days with this bowl. Yeah, a box is not just 2 bowls of cereal. And, you know, we're trying to cut back a little bit. So portion control is a big part of our managing our weight loss. So I like these mason jars. Not only are these great for portion control, but they are quick and easy, and I know that he can do it himself, and they're all pre-measured, and I don't have to worry about him having, you know, 24 ounces of cereal at a time. So on the side of this mason jar, it's graduated for 1 cup, and that's about halfway. So I am going to go ahead and just fill that up to the halfway mark. Whoops, I got a little crazy over there. That's okay. Let's go ahead and add a little bit to this one. There we go. So that's about a serving size of cereal for, you know, an adult. And I'll just do all 4 of these and then put lids on them, and I'll put them in the pantry, and he knows that he can just grab one and go. That he will be A-okay, and that will be a serving size. And I won't have to pour his cereal for him. I don't always have time to make breakfast. I like to have grab and go items already ready for him. Now I could buy those little boxes of cereal, you know, they're individualized, and that would be a serving size, but those are so expensive. This is quick and easy, and I will reuse these jars many times. And so, yeah, gonna go grab some lids for these babies. There we go. Just putting these lids on. I'm gonna put these in the pantry. He knows right where to look for them, and that makes it quick and easy for him, convenient for me, and that's just good. That's just a good thing. I struggle with eating breakfast. We did not grow up eating breakfast. My mother was not a breakfast maker. Here's a little Debbie snack cake and a can of orange soda. Hit the road. Yeah, get out of my hair, because she had a lot of kids and she'd had enough of all of us. I can tell you that. When you come home from school, do your homework. Now get outside and don't come back in until the street lights come on. But we didn't have street lights. We had a dusk to dawn light over the barn. And yeah, when the dusk to dawn light came on, you knew you had to hustle it back in. Yeah, I lived really far out in the desert, grew up way out in the desert. We didn't have sidewalks. Our road was unpaved. No street lights. It was really dark at night. And coyotes and snakes and all of those good things. Yeah, Yeah, it really was the Wild West back then. But you come home when the dusk to dawn light comes on, that's dinner time. Leave me alone, because she had too many kids. Not enough time, not enough energy. Yeah. Anyhow, so I struggle with breakfast. For me, I drink a protein shake. That's good enough. But Andrew and Melissa, they like a little something for breakfast. So this will be quick and easy for them. We got 2 days of breakfast. That's great. Yippee skippy. Did you know that you can use your food saver to reseal bags? Yeah, you don't just have to use the bags, the food saver bags. You can just go ahead and you don't need to use food saver bags. If you have an open bag, like an open bag of cereal, you can use your food saver to go ahead and seal that up, keep that nice and fresh until you're ready to make some more of your little cereal cups. And this would be great for kids. Yeah, especially if you had, like, you know, the small half-gallon milks or what have you that they didn't have to struggle with, like a whole gallon. They could be pouring their own cereal while you get a few extra minutes of rest. I'm just going to go ahead and seal up this bag, keep it nice and fresh until next time. And there we go. All closed up, all ready to be kept fresh and delicious in my cupboard, because I hate waste and I don't want this to go stale. That's just a good thing. I want to chop up a couple of onions and put them in a food storage container in my refrigerator, just to give me a leg up. If you get nothing else done in your meal prep for the week besides chopping an onion, well, you know that at least one night that week you're going to have very little prep work. Maybe none. Maybe you just open a couple of cans of chili or something like that, add your chopped onion to it, put it on the stove, add some chips and some cheese, and you're in like Flynn. And it's semi-homemade because you've got fresh chopped onion in there. Yeah, that's all right. Works all right by me. Had a little ugly spot. Just went ahead and tossed that away. I'm just going to go ahead and cut these in large half-moon slices. That's going to be a-okay by me. Nobody cares how you chop your onion. There we go. Get those all in there. How are y'all doing? Have you done anything fun or exciting today? Got any good plans for this week? Let me know. Tell me down below. We went to my great niece's birthday party, Little Liberty. Anyhow, we had a great time. We had pizza and we gave great big squeezy hugs, and she got tons of gifts. There was cake. There was a bouncy house. So I went in the bouncy house. I bounced around with all the kids. They loved it. Their eyes were so big. Oh, the old lady is going to come bounce with us. Isn't this fun? All the adults, you know, they gave me the look like, well, there's Shorty. You know, she's crazy. She'll do anything. And let me tell you, the worst part about getting in a bouncy house is getting in. So it's got like this big, you know, kind of hump in the front. And yeah, that's made for kids. It was a scramble. I thought I was going to have to get a boost. Yeah, but I got in, I bounced, I went down the slide. We had a great time. We sang happy birthday, and the weather was fantastic. And yeah, it was about a high of 68 degrees. Not too hot, not too cold, and not too windy, thank goodness. Because that park is in a beautiful location. Desert all around it. And it's like a little oasis. They even have like a little fishing pond. They have hiking trails. They have pickleball. They have all the things. But it's kind of like at the base of a mountain. So you get that wind that swoops down off of the mountain. We've had her birthday at that park before. And like on the coldest day of the year generally. So it was really nice that it was not that cold. Her great-grandma came, and her great-grandma, 96 years old, yeah, drove herself. She's a pistol. I love her. She still plays golf once a week, tennis once a week, and walks the mall every day. She knows the secrets, man. And she looks fantastic. Like she just stepped out of the beauty parlor every time I see her. And she just tickles me to death. So that's my brother-in-law's mother. Liberty's great grandma. And yeah, I just adore her. I just adore her. So we had a great time, and she had a great time, and oh, it was wonderful. Just wonderful. So these I did in half moon slices. These I'm probably going to go ahead and give them a little bit of a dice. Yep. I was so tired after running around with the kids and the bounce house and everything. I fell asleep in the car on the ride home. Yeah, you know you've had a good time when you fall asleep on the ride home. I mean, don't be the driver, but you know, yeah. I wasn't the driver. I was sitting in the back seat. Andrew and Melissa were up front, and I was just back there snoozing away. Got home, had a little bit of energy, did a few things around the house. Because you know there's always stuff to do around the house. It's kind of a vicious cycle, isn't it? But, you know, we have this weird thing about liking clean clothes. And, you know, got to get all your chores done. Chores. My friend, she calls me every day. What are you doing, Shorty? Well, I'm doing my chores. Dishes, laundry, and trash. So long as I get that done, I know we're going to be all right. I know it. So I'm trying to get this little bit of weekly meal prep done. Just a few little odds and ends because I have an appointment in an hour. And I'm hoping that they show up. I have an appointment to, for a new roof because we sustained some wind damage. So they're coming out to look at my roof and see what's what. And anyhow, we'll see what happens there. Fingers crossed we can get everything taken care of. So yeah, they're going to be here, in about an hour. That gives us plenty of time. Absolutely. So that's what's going on in my day. Just a little bit of meal prep and a little bit of an appointment. And I'm not sure what we're going to do while they're putting on a new roof. I don't know if we're going to just try to work around it, or if we're going to go check into a hotel for a day or two until they get the work all done. It will certainly make making a video awfully difficult, but you know, we'll figure something out. That's the one good thing about working in hospitality is that you have plenty of friends that can get you a decent rate at a hotel if need be. But I think we'll probably just stay here at the house and just try to work around it. Baby sister might have to go into the office for a couple of days, you know, unless she wears like some noise canceling headset or something like that, because it's really loud when you get a new roof. So there we go. We got 2 chopped onions, 1 in half moons, 1 in a dice. Gonna fill this up. Now, if you do your meal prep with if you're doing your meal prep and you've got an onion, make sure you've got a good tight fitting lid on that, because boy, whoo, this one's aromatic. It needs, that's going to stink up my refrigerator, but this has a really good tight fitting lid. Got a whole package of onions in there. Easy peasy. Yay, hooray. All right, while I still have my knife and cutting board out, no, I don't have tortillas in this. I save all of these bags, these zippered bags, if they did not have a potentially hazardous food in it, like tortillas. Anyhow, I just give it a wash up, and then I just use it for very temporary storage of something, and then I don't feel one bit bad when I throw it away, because I got 2 uses out of it, and that's just a good thing. So I've got a little bit of leftover steak here. I made this steak. It was one of my discounted T-bones. I made it on Friday, and we ate off of it what we could, and we had a little bit left over. And so what I want to do is just go ahead, and I'm going to take that off of the bone, just like that. Ooh, I cooked it so good. It was delicious. Just about medium rare. And some days that's how we like it. Some days we prefer it a little bit more done than that. Basically, I can go anyway. There's no such thing as a bad steak as far as I'm concerned. But I'm going to go ahead and take the rest of the meat off of this bone. Then I have a bag of beef bones in my freezer. So I'm going to go ahead and add this to it for beef stock that I plan on making. So we've got a little bit here. We've probably got about 2 or 3 ounces left of this T-bone steak. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to give this a very small dice. And I'm going to make Andrew steak and eggs for breakfast this morning. And this is just enough. And if you didn't have a leftover steak, well, you know what? You could put in some ham or some turkey or some lunch meat. Or you could open a can of Spam. Maybe you have a can of corned beef. That's delicious with some eggs. But I don't want this to go to waste. There's not enough steak for 2 of us to have like a really good sandwich or a really good dinner on it again. So I'm just going to chop this up, and then we're both going to enjoy a little bit of steak and eggs this morning for breakfast. Yep, absolutely. Won't hurt one bit. There we go. If he's nice, if he doesn't wake up like a total grumpopotamus, I might even make him a little steak omelet. But we'll see. If he's grumpy, all he gets is scrambled. I'm just going to pop this into a little meal box container until he wakes up. Yay, hooray. And that was really well seasoned. So I had seasoned that steak and seared it with some of that Montreal steak seasoning. And so that has some salt added to it. When I make our steak and eggs, I won't be adding probably any spices because that Montreal has the salt, the pepper, garlic, onion. It has just about everything. So all this might get maybe just a splash of Worcestershire. All right, the last thing that I want to do in the kitchen today, cleaning up my fridge, getting my meal preps done. I have a little bit over 7 pounds of ground beef. That's the 80/20 I got on sale for $1.87. That was such a deal, such a bargain. So I have some quart bags here, and I have my Sharpie marker, and I'm just going to write 80/20 on here so we know what they are. And it is a really good idea to try to write on your bags before you fill them up. Give them a couple of minutes to dry so you're not smearing the marker all over your hand. Yeah, I sometimes forget that portion. Marker all over me. I hate that. And we have an assortment of bags here. I have some of these bags that I got over at the Dollar Tree. I'm not mad at these one bit. And it's like 15 in the bag for $1.25. That's where I was when I remembered that I needed bags. So there we go. These are bags that I got on sale after the holiday for 50% off. And they're like a holiday little motif. You know what? I'm not mad at those either. 50% off of nice Ziploc freezer bags. Yes, please and thank you. Put my pen right back there. Everybody knows this is my kitchen pen. And if you walk off with it, I'm going to get you. Not really, but you know, I won't be happy if I have to go look for it. Especially since we have a million pairs of scissors and a million markers and a million pairs of cheater glasses all over this house. Yeah, every room has something. All of them. Okay, the other thing to do is to make sure before you touch your meat that all your bags are open, because you get your meat all out. You got a big old handful of it. Then you got to set it down and struggle to get your bag open. Ask me how I know. I do it all the time. Remember to open your bags. Now I can get the kitchen scale out and get real fussy about this, But basically, I know that I've got 6 bags because I'm keeping out about 1 pound for tonight's dinner. So I'm just going to go ahead and divide it into about 4 sections. I'm going to try to keep one hand nice and clean in case I need to answer the door or the phone or, you know, do something. So, yeah, try to keep one hand clean when you're making a mess. It's just a good deal. Just a good deal. I don't care that these aren't exactly 1 pound because give or take, that's really enough for the 3 of us. And if I'm having company, well, I'll just take out another bag. It'll be all right. It'll be okay. Oh, I know what I wanted to tell you. As you can see back here, no coffee maker. My coffee maker, yeah, deader than a doornail. Deader than a doornail. Yep, it died yesterday. I went to go make the pot. I pressed go, and it just sputtered, and then boop, 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 boop. Dead. Sorry. Anyhow, we were going to hold a little service for it, a little requiem. Anyhow, yeah, it just ended up in the trash can. I took it out to the trash can before Andrew woke up. He woke up and he said, well, why didn't you let me look at it? No, it's gone. It gave out its last breath. Yeah, its last dying breath was, y'all have killed me with your requests for coffee. Anyhow, so yeah, it gave up its ghost. I've ordered another one, and it is not coming until Thursday. I could have gotten one earlier, but I really wanted a colorful one, and so yeah, it's not coming until Thursday. Until then, we're doing the 1 cup pour over. I'll show you that here in a minute. Yeah. Yesterday I made instant coffee, and we drank it, and it was fine. And Andrew said, you know, he's not really that picky about his coffee, but he was not too enthused about the instant. So, yeah. So I said, well, we'll try the 1 cup pour over and see if you like that a little bit better. I'm just going to bulk up all of these to the 1 pound mark with this one. Remembering to leave out a pound for tonight's dinner because my little niece Cookie and her boyfriend Chris are coming over for dinner tonight. We're going to have spaghetti. That was a request. So yeah, I'm going to see my babies. I'm going to squeeze them all up. Yay, hooray. So I'm going to use a combination of ground beef and hot Italian sausage in my spaghetti tonight for dinner. I'm going to go ahead and just park this on top of it to keep it nice and fresh. Pull my plastic wrap up and around, and then I'll just go ahead and park this back in the refrigerator until I get ready to make tonight's dinner. I'm going to go ahead and get these bags all zipped up, get them into the freezer. Alright, so I've washed my hands. They're not beefy anymore. And I'm going to close these up 99% of the way, just leaving a little gap there at the end. And then I just want to smush these all flat so that they stack really nicely in my freezer, not taking up too much room. They'll also thaw out a lot faster than if they were just, you know, in a big solid bulk in there. So, yeah, give or take, these are all going to be about a pound. I'm not that fussy about it. It'll be okay. Just going to smush these all down and get those stacked in my freezer. I'll be back in a minute and we'll do a 1 cup pour over and make a new cup of coffee. I can remember one time when we were newly married, we used to shop at this store Bash's. Anyhow, back then ground beef was about 99 cents per pound. Give or take. Sometimes less. Anyhow, we went to Bash's and the 5-pound chubs, you know, the big round chubs, you know, were on sale for 99 cents per pound. That's just right up my alley. Yay, hooray. Anyhow, we bought one of those and I'm going out the door and I'm looking at it and Andrew, they only charge us 99 cents for the whole chub, not for the pound. Oh, it felt like a Christmas miracle. Yeah, it felt like a Christmas miracle. And then I felt a little bit guilty because I didn't go back and tell the cashier, you know, that this rang out wrong. We just took it on the chin and took it as a win, a sign from the universe that we were meant to have discounted ground beef. Anyhow, yeah, sometimes, you know, you just get lucky with stuff like that. And it was like right back when they really started having the checkout stands with the scanner. So all of that was nice and new, and you know, they were ironing out the kinks. Yay, hooray. All right, there we go. I got 6 of these great bags of hamburger for my freezer. It's not going to take up much room. Got them all sealed, got them all labeled. Gonna get them on down to Funky Town. This is my make-do setup for a 1-cup pour-over. Now, they sell a very sleek-looking 1-cup pour-over, but I didn't have time to even wait for that to come because no coffee. Andrew drinks coffee from the time he wakes up in the morning until he goes to bed at night. I have cut down to just 1 or 2 cups per day. But yeah, we couldn't wait. And so I'm just thought about it. I've got a coffee filter in here. Just going to go ahead and put 1 scoop right on over there. Yay, hooray. And now I have about 6 cups of boiling hot water. And I'm just going to go ahead and put a little bit on at first just to wet those grounds, just to get those all started, because I don't want it to brew too fast. And there we go. When that starts to go down, when that starts to brew a little bit, I'll go ahead and just pour the rest over. This is not my favorite ideal cup of coffee, but you know what? In a pinch, this is terrific. And I think considerably better than instant. Nothing wrong with instant. I've got instant coffee for emergencies, but you know, since we've got to go all the way to Thursday, yeah, this is a better solution. Anyhow, I have my Javalia carafe over here. This is not Javalia coffee. This is just Maxwell House because we're not that fancy. But I got this over at the Goodwill, and it keeps it nice and hot for about 4 hours. And Andrew just about drained the whole thing with his enormous cup of coffee. Yeah, his cup actually is about 3 or 4 cups of, you know, a regular size mug. So he stays fully caffeinated. And if he doesn't have it, danger, Will Robinson, danger. He's cranky. Anyhow, as it goes down, just keep adding a little bit more hot water until you're all brewed up. Transfer it over into your carafe, and there you go. We're all set. We're going to enjoy coffee all day. And this is a little bit more trouble than, you know, brewing a pot, and how nice and quick and easy and convenient that is. But it is going to keep us fully caffeinated. That's a good thing. You know, sometimes people ask me, why is the name of your channel Crazy But Not Dangerous? Pretty much all of my life, I have been, you know, I try everything. Like jumping in the bounce house. I've always wanted to do it, but you know, no one in my family's ever had one before, and I wasn't sure, like, you know, when I go to a kid's birthday party, if that was really going to be okay. But I knew my family would understand, because they understand Shorty likes to try everything. Yeah, she's a little bit nuts, you know, and I've always been okay just being me because nobody else wants to. And yeah, it's all right. It's all right to be crazy and to try things, and you know, people look at you like you're a little bit different. It's okay to be different, but don't be dangerous. You know, don't take unnecessary chances. Don't cook your chicken to 165 degrees. And, you know, when you go out for a walk, like carry a flashlight. You know, check your smoke detectors. Yeah, don't be dangerous. But yeah, try everything. Give everything a whirl. Why the heck not? All right, my lovelies, you know what it's time for. It's time for classic TV trivia. Yay, hooray, yippee, skippy, and hot diggity on Laverne and Shirley. Everybody remember Laverne and Shirley? What was Laverne's father's name? Yeah. I'm going to take some of that steak and a little bit of that onion. I'm going to pop it into the microwave just to give it a little heat up. Andrew's up and he's ready for breakfast. Now I've got my small skillet over here. I'm going to turn my eye on about a 5, and I'm going to get about half a tablespoon of butter. Let that all get in there. Get all delicious and buttery. Yay, hooray. I'm going to make Andrew a 2-egg omelet. So I've got some large eggs. I'm going to grab 2 of these. Oh, got a little shell. Got a little piece in there. He doesn't need that much calcium. There we go. It's all good. Just going to give this a little scramble up while my pan gets all heated. Omelets are super easy to make, super delicious, super yummy, and it makes you feel extra special. Maybe just a little bit more special than if I just made scrambled eggs. Let's go ahead and throw a little bit of black pepper in here. We'll try this one. There we go. We'll throw a little bit of black pepper in there, just a little bit, because that steak was really well seasoned. A couple of drizzles of the Worcestershire. Yay, hooray. And then I want to make sure that my bottom and sides are all covered in this pan with that delicious melty butter. And very simply, I'm going to go ahead and just pour those whipped eggs right on in. There we go. I've got my on about a 5. And now I'll just roll this around in here. It's going to be ready in no time. Get my plate all ready. There we go. And I know he's going to want cheese. Yes, please. So I've got my cheese all ready from, I shredded it last week. Put it in one of those food storage containers. We're good to go. My onion is now pre-cooked from the microwave. My steak is all nice and warm because I'm not quite, when I'm adding meats and cheeses and what have you to an omelet, I kind of like to pre-cook some of my meats because this is not going to take long to cook at all. So you can see it's starting to solidify on the bottom. So I'm just rolling that egg around so that we get a really nice big full omelet. A nice nonstick skillet is pretty much essential. And a nonstick, silicone spatula. Just roll that egg that's not quite solid around to the edges. So that we're heating evenly. There we go. Yes, please, and thank you. It smells delicious. And it's chilly. It started to rain again. Okay. Okay. So we only have about 25% of that egg that is kind of loose, and that's when I'm going to go ahead and add in my cheese. You're going to see it start to fluff up, to puff a little bit. Yay, hooray. That's just fine. I'm going to go ahead and add in my steak and my onion. You could put peppers in this, turkey, lunch meat, whatever you got. It'll be okay. Adding that steak right on in there. Smells fantastic. Yippee skippy. Now I'm just going to let this sit for just a few minutes so that everything gets heated through, so that cheese gets all melty. Yes, please and thank you. We can start to loosen it around the sides with our non-stick spatula. There we go. But I want all my egg to be cooked through. I want my cheese and all of my ingredients on the inside to be super yummy. Yes, please and thank you. All right, and I can tell it's gonna flip out. It's very loose in the pan. This is a pretty good non-stick pan. I don't spend a lot of money on my pans. I usually get good quality restaurant supply pans, and they're usually between $10 and $35, and I use them until, you know, they're just not non-stick anymore, and then they go to pan heaven or what have you. I haven't figured out a good way to repurpose these, but yeah, one of these days I'll let you know. All right, so I am going to go ahead and just make sure this is nice and loose. We're going to push it right out of the pan onto the plate. If you lose any, just scoop them back up in there. It'll be all right. Slide it on down and give it a good flip. That's a little more color than I would like, but it'll still be delicious. You know, I'm not interviewing for a job over at the Food Channel today, but there we go. I think that it looks like a delicious omelet. Yes, please, and thank you. Steak, cheese, and onion won't hurt a bit. Yay, hooray. I'm going to go ahead and feed this to Andrew. He's going to be super delighted. All right, Andrew, how was your breakfast?
It was absolutely wonderful. Thank you, Lover Girl.
That Worcestershire really adds something.
Yes, it does.
Thanks for sharing a bite.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoy.
Yeah.
All right, my lovies. Well, that's my kitchen happenings this morning. We've had some fun. I've got some things done around the house. Got some things done here in the kitchen. I know this week is going to be off to a great start. Can't beat that with a stick. Anyhow, be good, be careful, look both ways. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching Crazy But Not Dangerous.